Okay, so this is part 3 of growing up in grime. Like, I thought I'd release all 3 videos today because why not? Um, I got really worried at one point because Wiley became really, really big, and I was like, oh, who's this? And turned out like he'd been trying to make music for a long time, and he was a kind of a metalhead punk from the 70s, right? I was like, all right, cool, man, you've got some fucking deep roots into the fucking metal scene as well, which is amazing. You know, metal and rap have never really kind of like found each other until the 90s, when like Cypress Hill and like, Rage Against the Machine and Beastie Boys and the real kind of crews were coming out kind of going, yeah, man, hip hop and metal work really well together actually. And Wiley was this like, my music's just been trashed, man, fuck this shit. And Skepta's music was coming up and he was going, nah, I'm grabbing that rocket and I'm riding it. And Skepta was the same as well. When you tune of the month, okay, I'm riding it. But it made a really good rivalry between him and the grime scene. Unfortunately, it's not just about making a diss track. Like, Wiley was a real boss back then, and so was Skepta. And a lot of the stuff in grime that they were talking about was like, got really quite intense sometimes, where sometimes, and I'm going to refer to WWE here with Bret the Hitman Hart and Shawn Michaels, about how sometimes these really well written storylines can just go really wrong and people can get really hurt, and the animosity is very real. And I was really worried for a while that Wiley and Skepta were going to do each other real, like a Biggie and Tupac, and they didn't. They overcame their problems with each other, and they made some really good music in the meantime. But there was some really, really tracks, War Kitchen and fucking a couple of the Ninja Man tracks, the couple of the Zip It Up tracks, the other diss tracks and stuff like that, especially when Devilman was doing Lord of the Mics 2 as well with Skepta. There was some real moments where I was like, does that mean that tomorrow on the front page is like gonna be bad news? Because Wiley worked too hard to just give up everything to Skepta, and Skepta was like, but we're never gonna become world sound if we don't have a figurehead that's acceptable to the public. And it's like, it doesn't matter how good you are at music. Look at Devilman, he's really good at music, but look, his reputation is absolutely ruined. When you ask people about Devilman on the street, and this is true, I've gone out and asked Devilman about people with Devilman. He's a woman, he's a misogynist, he's an abuser, he talked about raping a girl and stuff like that. I was like, mate, if you know about him as well as a past, he's not exactly a saint, but mate, he's still a musician and an artist, and the girl that he's strangling with the court is his girlfriend. She, was more than happy to perform that photo, and it's like, you're at this point trying to explain to people about consensual sex with someone who's, and a lot of what Skepta's saying with Devilman is, look, man, as far as everyone's concerned, is you're a fucking sex offender. You're like this close to being kind of like put on the fucking sex offenders list. I don't want to make music with you, not legitimately anyway. Could never sign you to a legitimate label like that. You'll always be underground and you'll always be grime. And that was the thing with Wiley. It was like, even though he was a bona fide sound, his sound had been trashed by them fucking normie powers that be. The Rolling Stones are happy to kind of get out on stage and fucking thrash metal, right? But then Wiley wants to get out on stage and thrash metal and fucking rock out and do his music. I remember one time he did a live show and it was just him and Mike. Oh fucking 400, 500 people in a small warehouse, just him on stage. The whole place was rocking. Trashed his sound because he was coming up. And like when you trash metal like that, it's fucking difficult to rebuild. And there was a big chip on his shoulder for like how I'm coming from the 70s punk kind of scene as well. Skepta just seemed like a bit of a cat, like a bit of, well, he is a cat, he's the king of cats. But, you know, I'm not going to give it away, but that's so, it's like, the music was good though. And the thing about Wiley is when Wiley's like got that ear in it, and doesn't matter if he doesn't like the person, because he got an ear for music, and he's like, that makes me bounce. And so they went into business, and this whole Lord of the Mics thing was when I really kind of like took off. In like 2008, 2009, I was in Camberwell Art College, and I just remember Lord of the Mics 2, Devilman, and Chipmunk. I first heard Chipmunk's 96 bar statement on a Tim and Barry TV show, going, my 96 bar statement, my place in the game ain't vacant. I thought, he's going to be the next fucking JME, right? Because I felt like JME's disappearance in the music game because of what was going on with Wiley and Skepta, you know, made sense. You know, he had to keep a low profile, he couldn't do much, and he was just doing his underground stuff. He did a lot of stuff, solo stuff. It was just really good, like, and underground stuff as well, which was really good. Where they cracked out the jewels and stuff like that. The Iron Man, yeah. I got a black ski mask, but I don't ski. Yeah. He needed to make music, and he wasn't being heard because all of the things that was Skepta and Wiley trying to get their fucking world sound sorted out. And it was just like, who's gonna be on the mic? Who's the microphone champion? Who's gonna be the king of grime? It's like, Wiley. No, Skepta. And then Devilman's like, technically I'm not. It's like, no, technically you're not capable of being able to fucking rock a stadium of people. Wiley can do that. Skepta can do that. They can play Glastonbury. They can fucking rock the world. You can't. You're a good MC. You're a good musician. You're a good artist. But you're not a fucking world sound. But you're still on the label, innit? Because if it wasn't for Devilman and Chipmunk and Bugsy and all of them, the label wouldn't be as strong as it is. And then Skepta finally made Glastonbury. And I was just like so happy. When you see someone achieve your dreams, and Stormzy as well just came out of nowhere. I was just like, wow, that's incredible. 2015, Fire in the Park. And I was like, who is this? I'd had gotten into a fight that night with someone because I was trying to get into a band to become a backup dancer for some kind of, tribute band in a cheerleading thing. And I was pissed off because I didn't get in. I didn't make the cut, basically. I wasn't good enough. Wasn't fit enough, sexy enough, or good enough, athletic enough. And then, like, that week, Stormzy released Shut Up, and I was like, yeah, shut up. I'm not a backup dancer anyway. He made me think, aim higher again, you know. And then they played Glastonbury and rocked the fucking world, and I was like, yes, fucking beautiful. That's proudness, man. That's what they brought back to being a lion. Pride, you know, where you go, I'm proud to be a lion. I don't think I've been proud to be a lion for a very long time. Been hanging my head in shame from all the fucking idiot sound king games, fucking sounds, idiot trapping shit sounds, you know what I mean? It's not king sound. It is now though. Skepta. So, yeah, king of grime, man. 2000 and everything.